Hey guys, hope you're all having a awesome day. I'm Amy. If you're new to my channel, I talk about raw food, health, fitness, spirituality, and personal development. Today I'm going to talk about energy. So what is energy? Basically, energy is the essence of everything there is. Like everything is energy at its core. And energy is also vibration. So I'm going to be talking about, like, I may use the term vibration and energy. It's the same thing, but like within each context, it depends which word you use, I guess. Anyway, just letting you know that so you don't get confused. And yeah, so what is energy? Like the essence of everything. So everything at its core is energy. Like I just said, literally everything. So like that's a scientific thing. Like that can be proven by science in a way that like everything is made of atoms and molecules and stuff, and that itself is energy. And your level of energy, and everything has its own level of energy as well, like things and objects too. And your level of energy will attract the same level of energy or a similar level of energy into its field, basically, and that's how the law of attraction works. So like when thoughts are energy, and then beliefs are energy as well, and beliefs probably have even a stronger energy because they are basically a thought that you keep thinking, so it has more energy put to it. So when you have a belief in something, it has more energy. That's why if you have any beliefs, you want them to be good ones, because they're going to really affect your life. Whatever you believe to be true is true for you. Doesn't mean that same thing can be different for somebody else. But if you believe it, truly believe it, then it's true for you. And that's how your reality is created, basically. And so yeah, so thoughts have energy, things have energy, people have energy, places have energy, everything is energy. Big, small, little. Like there's a collective energy as well. Like when there's a group of people, all those energies sort of kind of merge together, and it creates a collective energy. So when you have a lot of like pessimistic people together, it's quite a low energy in that vibe. And like I know personally, like if I walk into a room with a lot of people that are kind of like pessimistic, not very grateful for life, not really happy about the life they're living, I automatically want to leave that room straight away. I can just feel it. And you may have the same experience. But if I walk into a room with like high vibe people, then I just want to be there. Like you just want to be around people, you just want to talk to everybody and like get to know everybody because they're people like you, and then they're high vibe and you can relate to them. So this works in relationships on how you actually relate to people. So like depending on your level of energy, sorry, I just dropped my scarf. Your level of energy, that will attract people of the same or similar energy, and that'll work in like romantic relationships. Like you'll be seeking, whether you're aware of it or not, you'll be seeking somebody of the same energy level, and somebody who is attracted to you, like truly attracted to you, not lust, but is like authentically like interested in you. They're going to be attracted to your energy, and so you're going to attract somebody that is the same energy or similar energy. And that's why if you want to attract somebody better, you have to improve yourself first and improve your energy, because everything at its basis is energy. And by improving yourself and making you like actually improving yourself to create more love and be more authentic and live, like be yourself and live the life of your dreams, that requires raising your energy. And when you do that, you attract somebody else who's doing the same thing, so that is more likely going to attract the perfect person for you. And so like it's basically how it works. And in friendships as well, you're going to attract people that have a similar energy. And if you may find, like I found this for myself, like when you're going through like a lot of change and a lot of growth, and the people around you aren't, that were your friends currently, so their energy basically stays the same, right? And your energy is lifting, it's getting higher. That's creating that conflict that you feel like you don't really relate to those people anymore. So basically that's what it is. When there's a conflict between people, it's because they have a different energy. And usually, if I'm correct, which I'm pretty sure I am, a higher vibe person will not feel comfortable around like a lower vibe person, but the lower vibe person may still be attracted to that high vibe because they're attracted to that, but they will subconsciously try to pull that person down. So then they will try to create, like, bring that person into their level so they can feel more comfortable. Because, like, if you're at a certain level, if you're around a higher level of energy, it's going to make you uncomfortable. And that's kind of what comes into the growth process when you meditate and stuff, and you get like fear and stuff comes up. That's because you currently were at a certain level. Now you're experiencing this higher level and you're realizing where you were before, and that can create feelings of like self unworthiness. But when you let go of that and you realize who you really are, then you step into your true worth and you feel worthy. So it's a process, and that's how it's worked out for me, at least. So I don't know if you're experiencing like a similar thing, but yeah, like that often happens with relationships. So other people who are not on this path, who are not growing, will not understand, and that's part of their learning when they accept you are, and you just got to stay in your vibe. And because really the only thing that matters is how you feel. And so when you put the importance on how you feel above how other people feel, in a way, it may sound selfish, but you're not going to do anybody any favors if you sink down to their level, because you're not going to be able to inspire them. You're not going to be able to lift people up. You want to stay in your vibration, and in that, lift people up. If people want to stay where they are, which a lot of people do, just because it's more comfortable, then you've just got to accept that and let them stay where they are. Sometimes that can be hard because, like you go through this process, right? And it's so great, and you experience so many like awesome changes, and you feel just so much better, and you can't ever imagine living the life you used to live, and you want that for the people around you, right? But they're not ready for that. So it's just accepting that they're not ready. They may be ready in the future, so you keep being who you are, and they may be ready, and when they're ready, they'll come to you. You don't have to go to them. They'll come to you for advice when they're ready. They may never be ready. I don't know. Everybody's on their own path, and everybody has free will, so it's up to that person. But all you can do is take care of yourself. So I've talked about this before in other videos, like about in a way, you've got to be selfish if you want to put it that way. It's really how you look at it, whether it's selfish or not. But you've got to put yourself first, because if you are trying to please other people, you're not pleasing yourself, and then nobody wins. But if you're pleasing yourself, you're definitely going to be living your potential, and you're going to be helping other people to have that choice if they want to. Whether they want to or not, it's up to them. So yeah, it all comes down to energy, and there's a really great book that I'm reading at the moment, actually, so I don't know everything about it. So if you want to check it out, it's called Power versus Force by David Hawkins. It's a really powerful book. It will change your life. I'm only just started it, and it's already changing my life so much. And basically it tells you energy, and how your emotions are affected by energy, and the different levels of emotion and their kind of level of energy, if that makes sense. So I've talked about in my other videos. I basically made it simple in my other videos, saying that there are two emotions, really: love and fear. And this is true. And then from that, you've got all different levels of emotions. So really low down, you've actually got guilt and shame. That's even lower than depression and apathy, and then it goes up to that, and then it goes a bit higher. You get to anger and pride, and then desire, and then you get up to reason, acceptance, and then when you go beyond that, you get to love, and eventually bliss and beyond that. So that's not all of it, and that's from memory. So if I'm wrong in any of those, I'm sorry. But that's the gist of it basically, and there's different levels, and these have like numbers beside them on what level it is. So if you want to look more into that, check that book out, because it really will change your life. And yeah, that's the essence of everything. So really, like I said, like the key to growth, really the only thing, like whether you do it through a certain way and you're not aware of this, you're still raising your energy to an extent. And the quickest way to raise your energy is just to let go of everything and to accept your true worth, really. Let go of everything and not chase any material things anymore. It's a way of just not letting go of your identity in a way. So, like, if you want to do that, because that's a hard path for most people, because they're not willing to do that, because they're so attached to their identity. You have to be detached. You have to just go through life being attached to everything. Doesn't mean you don't have goals and desires. You can still have those things, but you're completely detached from attaining those things. You're completely detached from the image of yourself as well. Doesn't mean you have to look like a wreck or anything and not take care of yourself. You can still do those things, but you're not attached to how you look. You're not attached to the food you eat. You're not attached to clothing. You're not attached to where you live, anything. You're not attached to people and like even your family. You can still treat them like your family, and you can still have like close friends. You can still have a partner, but you're still not attached to them. You're still whole within yourself. That's what it comes down to. And basically, like, I just want to finish with how you can raise your energy or raise your vibration. Like I said, they're both the same thing. And there are a lot of different ways, and some may like appeal to you more than others, but like I talk a lot about meditation. Meditation is going to raise your vibration. So when I talk about like expanding your awareness, like, because meditation helps to expand your awareness, become more aware of the thoughts you're thinking, and then have the ability to change them and let go of them completely, because the less you think, the more you're going to live in the present moment. The less you think. You don't need to really think at all. When you're like, eventually you can get to levels where you don't think at all. You just do. You just be present. There's no gap, there's no friction between that thought and the action. You just kind of, it's just all one. It happens at one time, right? And yeah, so meditation helps do that, and raising your awareness is raising your energy in a way. Like, it is the same thing. So, but yeah. And meditation, you can also eat fruit or raw food, but especially fruit. One of the reasons that I eat a fruitarian diet, not the only reason, probably the main reason, is just because I love fruit, and it makes me feel good, which feeling good raises your energy too. Fruit itself is of the highest vibrational food, and depending on the fruit's quality as well. Like, if you have low quality fruit, it's not going to be as high vibration as good quality fruit. So you want to get the best quality you can, but still, fruit in general is still higher vibration than other foods. I can't remember the exact like numbers of the vibration, but if you check out Robert Morse's book, The Miracle Cure Handbook, it'll actually tell you the different levels for different foods, like including meat, dairy, vegetables, everything, cooked food versus raw food. And when you cook food, you decrease the energy of it because you're killing the food. Especially within meat. Sorry, I've dropped my jacket again. I gotta pick it up. Basically, meat is dead food. That's one of the reasons why you probably don't want to eat it. Well, one of the reasons why I don't want to eat it, and I kind of just think it's gross and it tastes disgusting, and I don't want to eat something else that was live and that I'm not meant to eat. Like, humans aren't meant to eat it. But yeah, that's one of the reasons why you don't want to eat it, because it's going to lower your vibration, and then when you lower your vibration, that's creating more thoughts of anger and pride and things like that, and that's where partly where that consciousness comes from within society. When people are eating a lot of these foods, you'll notice, if you just observe, you see people who eat a certain way, do a certain thing, like they may be very business orientated, or whatever, image orientated, whatever, and they have that certain level of energy. And it stays at that because they keep doing those things that bring their energy down, eating like those kind of foods, spending time with those people, doing those kind of activities, and having that mindset. So when you raise your vibration, you're changing all of that. You're eating higher vibe food. The way you eat, your relationship with food changes, your relationship with people changes, your relationship with money changes, with career, success, and everything. Your relationship with yourself changes. So yeah, that's basically it. And then, yeah, like I said, like fruit. I also wanted to mention, I'll mention that point after this. So other ways, like as well as fruit and meditation, you can do fasting. Fasting is really going to raise your vibration. That's probably one of the most powerful things you can do. I'd say it is the most powerful thing. It's definitely something that I want to do more of in the future, is fasting. When you go without food, it's the ultimate surrender in a way. When you really surrender, basically surrender is letting go. When you let go of everything, you just trust in the universe, you accept whatever is, you're completely grateful for the present moment. That's going to raise your energy so much and going to change your life. So that's another thing you can do, fasting. And also yoga will raise your energy. Different types of yoga will have different effects. Also music. So something for me that I really love, because I'm I love music. And yeah, music has such a profound effect to change your vibration, change your state in the present moment, and overall, depending on how much you listen to, what you're listening to. And different types of music have different energy levels as well. The main thing that, you can hear this in the music. You'll notice just by listening to any song, it affects your mood. So heavy metal music has a lower vibe. So that can actually bring you down. And people that listen to that kind of music are already in a low vibe, and they're attracted to that music because it is where they're at, basically. If you're at a higher vibe, that music's not going to appeal to you. And so pop music is a bit higher, and it depends. Rock maybe similar. It all depends. I can't say everything because it depends on every song as well. And then reggae and classical get higher, and then you can go to just listening to meditation music is usually pretty high. But I'm not an expert on this, so but you can just listen to the music and tell how it feels, and kind of get the gist of if it's bringing you up or if it's bringing you down, or if it's where you are. And that can be a good indication of where you are, just what kind of music are you attracted to in that moment. Because I know that in different moments I'm attracted to different music, and sometimes I feel like listening to this song, sometimes I feel like listening to that song, and that's because that's where I'm at. And sometimes it's good to listen to what you feel like in that moment, because it's going to bring stuff up for you and you can release it. But it's important not to get stuck in that, because sometimes maybe you're having a bad day and you want to listen to some sad music or some angry music. That actually helps you make it feel a bit better, because it may release some things. But you don't want to get stuck in it. Once it's gone, you move up, you listen to more positive, uplifting music. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. My last point that I was almost going to say before was just that, as well as your overall energy level, which can change and will stay there once you've been kind of in it for a little while, if that makes sense. So your energy level will stay the same once you work on yourself and you lift it up to a degree. It can be pulled down, but the longer you're going to stay in one place, the stronger that energy becomes, the less likely it's going to get pulled down. It can also change from moment to moment. So like I said, you have different emotions, and that can change that can change anytime. But you also have your current state and you have your like emotional state, which changes. So something to be aware of, that it's not always going to be the same thing, but it's always going to, most of the time, it's not going to go way up or way down. It's going to stay around the same place, if that makes sense. But it'll go up a little bit or down a little bit. Unless something really drastic happens, it may go down, way down, or some really negative person gets to you and you let them get to you, it could bring you way down, or something brings you way up because you're really happy, you're excited about something, or you're with really cool people, or you're in a really high vibe place, whatever, brings it up way more. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. So energy is the essence of everything, so it's really something that you want to raise. You want to raise your vibration, and that's kind of what I want to do in this channel, is help people to raise their vibration. That's kind of why I named it Raise the Vibe, because that's what we're doing in all these things. They're all helping you to raise your vibration if you are like really doing the meditation and eating the raw food and like giving it a go and staying with it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you got any questions, just put them in the comments, and give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to hear more videos like this, and I will see you guys in the next one. Alright, peace out.